Hello everyone. You may be wondering, where have I been? So, I've actually taken a trip to Costa Rica last time, and yeah, it was pretty nice. But first, I just wanted to tell you, I do apologize for not being online, and this is the type of content I'm ready for. Also, the video you're gonna watch, it was actually filmed with 2 days. One of them was filmed during the night, so as you can see right now, and the other one was filmed during the day. So I just want to let everybody know on what's going on and why my camera has not been the best, or you're wondering how the brightness is. So I just want to let everybody know about that first. So that's all I wanted to tell you. First, let's see this fabulous intro.
Reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up.
What up, sound wavers? We're back at it with another video. Today we are back again with more, drumroll please, Danganronpa. So here we go into the second chapter. This is going to be a crazy chapter because there's been another murder on our hands. If you guys want to catch up on what's going on so far in this game, check out my two previous videos of what happened in the prologue and the first class trial. I will do everything in my power, and in my editing power, to see what we could do. So this time, we have lost so far 3 students. Now this is the 4th student who has been killed in this game. So we will be figuring out who killed Chihiro Fujisaki. But first, let me explain what happened first. The first 3 people that have been killed in the last video are Sayaka Mizono, Junko Enoshima, and Leon Kuwata. Those are the 3 students that have been killed in the last video. We did not kill them, and we proved to everyone we were not the killer. Now this time, we need to figure out who killed Chihiro Fujisaki. Let us begin. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Here we go. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Head wound, yes.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, that wasn't it.
No, it's wrong.
It was a dumbbell.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
Well, if it's to find a way of how the blow was dealt, yeah. Nothing from Kyoko?
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
So, Togami knows who the culprit is?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, okay. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? What do you know? Another item. Alright. So this one is actually nice. It's called white noise. So we have to shoot white noises, which are like small little purple statements that we can shoot down. It gives us an extra second added to our time. So let's see what we can do. Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm short.
Alright, so
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
there is proof. There is proof.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
Okay, but my question is, how do you get a confidential file that says top secret on it? Who gave you the clearance to give you that?
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Because all police reports have to have everything detailed down.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's right.
No, that wasn't the word. Was it bloodlust?
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Bloodlust, that's what it was.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
What is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
We did help Togami in the investigation. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. It's how the victim was positioned.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Yeah, because in all the cases of Genocide Jack, all the victims are hung like this, like a wide position on the wall. Like, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm giving you a reference. It's like this, as an example.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
So this is...
How did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
So this is how they were killed, or how they were found. So see, strangled up like a cross, and then the writing on the back too.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
Wait. Okay, it is actually the real Genocide Jack, but what kind of proof can we find?
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
That's what I would assume, yes.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
He's just pointed it was Toko? Oh yeah, that's right. Toko was acting strange during the investigation and when we found Chihiro.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
So, Genocide Jack is Toko.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec.
Yeah, let's stop for a second and think.
Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Some people are afraid of blood. I will give you them that, but people have to overcome it.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Very complicated. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? So like an identity disorder? Hangman's Gambit. Alright. It's like... Let's see. S. Skid. Maybe Z? Schizo? Schizo! Schizo, sorry, Schizo.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
One body, two minds.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Identity disorder, I called it.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Is
Perfectly acceptable.
perfectly acceptable.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
And her confession, too. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
It's an opinion.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderer's feet. So the mind of Genocide Jack is within Toko.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
Well, the file we have, but that confession does have a stronger impact, though. Does have a stronger impact, but not fully. We need to confirm what we need to see.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this?
Is it why?
No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
What'd she say? What did she say?
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
So, Togumi's pressuring her to reveal her identity.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
Now it's been confirmed.
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
So she tried gaining trust.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control, ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
That be a lie? Or something she made up?
That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried! I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
She's freaking out.
You don't mean...
All right, everybody, we are back. This is the second day. So let us continue throughout this murder. Here we go. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second,
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
she's Genocide Jack.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Okay, that's a better description.
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko! That's a loser name! And what happened is a textbook split personality! So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Now I'm confused.
So intense.
Very.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body!
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Very.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay. Is she talking nonsense? This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Now she's all relaxed.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Thoughts.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Okay, if she's kidding, then okay, good.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid!
You're calling Toko a creep? Well, I would say a creep, yes, but not a creepazoid. She's not a machine. She's a human.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Wow.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Okay.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just
Okay, we gotta stop following those tricks. Nothing.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Responsible for Chihiro's death? I don't think about that. But it's better to ask.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Not much of a motive.
A motive?
You gotta have a motive for everything. Like to kill, to reach a goal, or anything like that.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Well, I think she was trying to contain it. Because if you contain something that's and you don't want it released, there's a good reason why you don't want it out. Want it out or release.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Wait. Split personality. Let me think. If Toko, if Shy Toko knows one thing, and the other one doesn't know, I'm gonna stay on that option right now because they don't know what happened.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
What? I'm not 100% sure, but I gotta take that.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Look, as much as people don't want to believe, we gotta hold on to it until more evidence comes through.
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Nothing from Makoto. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. But she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Argument, status of body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, that's wrong!
That is.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Because Genocide Jack kills in a certain way and positions the body in a certain way. But this one is similar to it, right?
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Wait a second. I'm starting to see something. The scissors. Or is it a punch? Or is that a punch dagger? No, it's scissors. It's scissors. Yeah, look, there's certain scissors. Look. If you look closely, they're everywhere.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Oh, man. Stop making me hungry.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Because someone did it in a similar way, right? One clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a difference. It's the injuries.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different.
Because Chihiro died with blunt force trauma. But the victims in that case, they're stabbed with scissors. So they're using a blade than something blunt.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Those look like craft scissors to me, or hair, or you know what barbers use to cut your hair with? Those scissors.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
That is true. So now I'm starting to trust Genocide Jack now that it's not her.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
If they're trying to cover their tracks, yes. But if you're doing it the same way all the time, then that's repetibility.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
I think I overlooked this.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Okay. First off, thank you for clarifying. And secondly, you gotta use food? You gotta use food?
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
No, not that I think of that. Because Chihiro is hung. I think. Chihiro's in the same position. But the victims in the case, the Genocide Jack case, they're pinned to the wall in that position. That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other side Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. How were used to suspend her.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
That is not a Genocide Jack method.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Razor sharp. Oh, man.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Well, thanks for the confession.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
So I'm guessing she uses one and one only.
And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Me?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Chihiro was a girl?
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
I should have looked at that. Dang. Wait, hold up. Chihiro's a girl. The Genocide Jack doesn't kill her. It says she didn't kill Chihiro. All her victims are guys.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
All guys. All she kills are guys.
Pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
She didn't kill a girl. She doesn't kill girls. She kills boys. Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you only look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was a girl.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
So she only kills boys.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They're not, she doesn't kill girls, only she kills boys. Ken Harda, 32, Tenchuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano EC, 14, Takashi Yoshida, 30, Kamosuna Taro, Takefumi Gano, Uchida, Nahiya, Takashi, Mamashi, Yuto, Ujima. There was no end to it. She's probably killed a lot.
They were all guys?
Yes.
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Do I look okay. Hey, do I look handsome? I'm just asking, do I look handsome?
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
So Toko revealed her secret. She is Genocide Jack, but not the killer.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Yeah.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
What else, Tony? You led us right into a dead end, revealing that it's not one person. Thank you.
It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Wow.
Lowly cur?
This is the first reaction of Togami being nervous.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Wait, killed or survived? If she did it, so she wouldn't do any of it. So basically, just a drive-by. A drive-by.
That does make some amount of sense.
Agreed.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
She displays them as trophies, right?
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell? Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Oh, yeah. Because there's no supplies. No supplies at all.
Any scissors?
What are you getting at?
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Yeah, I can confirm that.
Are you sure about that?
She brought her own.
She's fully equipped.
Why does she remind me of Wolverine, like with the claws out in front? Like, that's what Tokyo reminds me of Wolverine. Oh my god.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
I'm guessing she brought a certain amount with her. Like 2 in each pocket.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Alright, now it's not Toko. That's off my list. She's off my list of suspects.
I have no idea what's going on anymore! Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
You can't judge a even though they might be evil, but you have to have that story ready. So we know Chihiro was killed, and we thought it was Genocide Jack, which is not. we learn that she kills only guys, not girls. So it's not Genocide Jack, aka
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Wait, we have the file on us, right? Yeah, we have the file.
Yeah! That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There's one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. And they would know about it. Oh no. Togami, obviously. He knew about the case of Genocide Jack.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
His story earlier, before the case.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Togami is staying silent.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
What I think of it, yeah, but I'm not 100% sure. Because Togami explained about Genocide Jack. But now it's something similar to the Genocide Jack case. Togami has nothing.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
So he can pin it on Genocide Jack.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it!
Which obviously, it's not you. But Togami is... It's not looking good for Togami.
The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
Byakuya is calm and methodical.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yes.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Because the body was in one of the locker rooms. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room first. If I'm a guy, well, I'm a guy and I'd rather go to the boys' locker room. That's what I'll do. But a guy going into the other one, no. Unless it's a crime scene, then yes.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
That's what I would say.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Hey, yo.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Togami just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Lo and behold, another one. Alright, this one's pretty easy. It's called a truth flashback. It's where you grab an argument, a piece of argument, and you use that one time. So it's made of glass. Once you use it and it breaks, you cannot reuse it. So, yeah, good luck. Alright, a flashback memory. Monokuma Files.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay. Yamada, stop! Okay, I figured it out. There's a contradiction. Chihiro, it's what Chihiro. Miyaki said Chihiro isn't. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim
was
Chihiro.
No, it's wrong! I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
That is... He just pulled that. What if Togami knew Chihiro was dead and then told Makoto, hoping he'd hold on to it as a secret?
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Well, though, you knew before anyone else did.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Alright, Kyoko, what do you got?
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Nothing from Kyoko. The difference between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden there. What could it be? Another debate. Library desk.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before.
Actually,
in my life.
No, it's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Desk lamp. It's probably he cut off the end of the desk lamp or it's an extension. One of those two.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
So he just used the extension cord. Very obvious.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Oh yeah, you could see it. If you look closely, there's the extension cord. Like, look at it.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time? Went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
No.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Well, yes. Nothing from Togami.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Wait a second. Hold on. Killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room. What if he killed outside the locker room, scanned her badge, and then went in? That's what I think.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Wait. That changes the subject. Intentionally made it look like. So he took that extension cord, hugged Chihiro, and then the dumbbells. What if someone used the dumbbell to kill Chihiro, left, and then Togami found Chihiro? That's what I think.
Is that about right?
Nothing from Makoto. He's doing it again. He's totally calm and totally unconcerned. As if he does it, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved. What if he found Chihiro in the locker room and made it look like Genocide Jack did it? That's what I see now. Not involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Not certainly. He's not the killer. This is why. He said he intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack did. And he's probably not, and he's not involved. So it's 50-50.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Well, he called it a game, but it's not what we want, or what he wants. Because if he gets away with murder, he wins. Win. Why is that word stuck in my head? Win. He's not the killer. He's not the killer. Because he wants to win. He intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack. And then win is where he wants to take the claim. Nothing from Makoto.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
No, we haven't. We didn't get the full story.
I know, but still. There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Killed in the locker room. This is gonna go great or not? Killed her in the girls' locker room. That's kind of confusing. But disguise I do see, but the kill I don't.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
Okay.
What about all that bothers you?
Wait! Makoto says. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. What does that mean? Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something missing. Something off of what he said. The scene of the crime. The crime!
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
In.
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
What if? Yeah, what if?
How disappointing.
It's a good hypothesis and a theory.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Not certainly. It's better to have more options than a few.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Togami's just stuck on that locker room. Togami, you're on my bad side now.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
That's right. That's right, now I know.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later. Along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
He doesn't know. He didn't even investigate. All he did was focus on the locker room and Genocide Jack. Nothing from Togami.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
We do.
I believe I do.
And here's why. Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? Got him. Got him pinched. When the story suddenly moved to the crime, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Taka, relax. We know. We know changing subjects won't change anything. So just listen. That's my phone. Sorry, that is my phone. Yeah, my phone right here. Alright.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
You want proof? I will show you. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker rooms. Mondo's account card reader. It's the two locker room posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
It's not much, but it does help.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a... But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Very strange, yes.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I'm not gonna get demonetized, no, but if you know, you know. That's all I'm saying. And don't throw it out in the comments, so don't do that, please. We're solving a case, not trying to get demonetized on YouTube.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
That I can agree on all day.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yes.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
She spilled some, right? So, you drink, it falls on the carpet, there's a stain. It's not getting it out unless you wash it.
Protein coffee?
Yes, it's a thing, Yamada. Yes, it's a thing. Just show it up so Yamada knows.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
The stain was there, then scrubbed away. That's proof. That's proof that was switched. Because the two posters, the carpet, those were switched. Wait a second. No, I was thinking of something else. Killed in the girls' locker room. Okay, yeah, I need more evidence to go on because Chihiro's a girl. What I was thinking of is, was Chihiro invited in the boys' locker room, then killed in there, and then switched? Well, the first part I don't know, but I'm making a certainty. And the other two parts of being switched is what I can think of. No, it's not the stain was scrubbed away. It's the room. It was changed. It was moved. Yeah, boys' locker room carpet, that's the stain.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
It was switched.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yeah, the carpets and the posters. That's one way how to do it.
But why would anyone do that?
Just the blood. So there's no blood stains on it.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
I would think so too, Makoto. You're on something.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
So it wouldn't be confusing.
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
That is a clever move. Clever.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Wait. What Celeste is going on something. Why would they switch it? Is the kid I'm having a small hunch that the killer's a guy. I'm having a small hunch.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
What if the killer is a guy? I had that hunch after what Celeste said.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Was she invited in? Was she invited in? That's my thing.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Yeah, that's true.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Alright, what do you got? You got Hero.
I highly doubt that.
I'm gonna follow what Celeste said.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Did you Hero really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Her e-book was broken.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Can't hack. No?
Shoot!
That's not it. I need to think about it. Dang it. I jumped
Is it really
for real.
possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah!
I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, I forgot. Wondering who Leon is. Here's who Leon looks like.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Here's a photo of Leon right now.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Hero is like so crazy. He's like, yo, man. He's like a hippie. I wouldn't call him. He's not an actual hippie, but it kind of reminds me of one. Like, what's that car guy? Is it Fillmore? Fillmore? Okay, I think it's Fillmore.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Is there? I think there is.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Loaning, so I could be like, hey, I could be like, yo, hey, can you loan this item to me? I'll be like, yeah, sure. And then that would be a broken rule. But borrowing it or taking it is not a violation.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Because of the 3 students dead.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
Yeah, it didn't really work. It was nearly impossible to destroy one.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
Wait, Prince, you can't fix it? That's a good thing. I like... broken, it can't be used again.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Then how did she get in?
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
No, we're like spot on. But we're like not parallel with it. We're on the line, but we're not parallel with it.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
No, not yet. We don't have evidence. We don't have enough. Nothing from Makoto. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room? And Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Kyoko.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
No one just held the door open.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that,
How are you gonna explain it? Kyoko, come on. I feel like you've been solving this case. It's like the back of your hand.
Why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
A recess? A class trial recess. Oh my god.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Having a bit of a recess is better.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Kyoko playing with fire.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Alright, what do you gotta show us?
Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Alright, recess so we can't make any arguments. But we can investigate, we can't make any arguments.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial was put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was the girls' locker room.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
The only thing we checked was her crunched in head. That was you. But doing it again? She probably knows something, and she hasn't told us. What is it, though?
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Thank you, I do respect that. And Yamada, you gotta calm down.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
I can see what you're saying.
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
I would have to disagree. I'd let a girl do it. The reason why is because it's a dead body and it's a girl. That is all. Secondly, why would I do that?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Right on the money, Sakura.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
God, why does she have to show up?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
She searched her? like, examined it? Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, God.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
She is mad. Sakura's eyes were staring widely at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Is what?
What is it?
Is a boy!
What? Chihiro was a guy and not a girl? That is a big plot twist right there. My question is, why and how? So that was her secret? Or his secret? Chihiro was a boy in disguise? Chihiro was a boy but cross-dressing? Oh my god. That is the biggest plot twist I've ever seen. Oh my god.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
I'm in shock.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't be joking.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Yep.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy in disguise.
Chihiro was a guy?
In a girl's dress.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Monokuma not telling us this information. Thank you again for that. And secondly, how were we supposed to know that Chihiro was a guy in this class trial? Should have let us know. But I think Kyoko did this because of the recess. If we didn't have a recess, we could have figured. We didn't know that he was a guy.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy!
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So it's not. So now we know Genocide Jack. Yeah, Genocide Jack is not the killer. Because she said, I wish I had killed him. So it's not her.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
She wanted to show proof. Nothing from Kyoko.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Oh my god. I couldn't believe that, though.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Alright, what do you got?
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Alright, so that means Chihiro was killed in the boys' locker room and then was carried to the girls. That's how I think of it now. My question is, who's the killer? Is it Togami? Is it Togami? To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
So that's why Kyoko wanted the recess so she could show proof.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Yep. Togumi's sweating.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
That's not something I would guess through, unless I see proof. But then we see proof of the body statement, not the ebook information.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
So the killer is a guy. Now that confirms it, the killer's a guy.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So this is a photo of Sayaka and a photo of Junko. If you didn't know.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Can't deny it, Taka. You cannot deny it.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
So now he admits his defeat.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Off, okay.
This is a most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Wait, Togumi found... No, I'm not gonna go off that.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
Wait a second. Look. No! So, alright. Celeste told us something. It's a jersey.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No. Not that I know of, but... what does Makoto say? I'm 50-50.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yeah.
But I...
Nothing from Makoto?
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Why is that? Now I'm a bit confused.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
We accused him because of the Genocide Jack cases.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Togumi says nothing.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So Togami was trolling?
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
So he's not the killer.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Okay, now. So that means Togami and Genocide Jack are both clear. He found the body and disguised it. He didn't kill.
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Believe it or not, we have to take his word. Sorry, Taka.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
He's saying us, so it's not him.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
It's not Taka. It's not Togami. Sorry.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
And Kyoko's not the killer.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Celeste joining on the train.
Damn straight. Count me in.
And Hero.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Taka still doesn't believe it. He's one-minded.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? And there's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. It's a guy. The killer was able to gain access because the killer was a guy.
I got it!
Since the scene of the crime was the boys' locker room, you wouldn't need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But still, not enough. I need to find some more clues. Uh-oh, controller died, sorry. Celeste account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Celeste's account.
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man! Game over!
Yeah! No! Not game over!
Eyewitness. She has
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
The last saw Chihiro before he died.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Yeah, Celeste did say something about a jacket.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Yeah, we only know that Chihiro said something about a jacket. That's all I remember.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Okay.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
A track jacket, that's what she was talking about. She did tell us the color though. It's blue.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Only we know the blue jacket, no one else does. Well, and Celeste knows it.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Not necessarily, no.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Yeah, we do.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
No color, just a track jacket.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Yeah. Maybe inadmissible, but it's something we can use.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Okay.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket we took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Track jacket was blue, and they don't know.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Jacket! Blue jacket!
No, that's wrong!
Mondo dug his own grave.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
She didn't say it to anyone. She only said it to us.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Now it's Mondo. It's 100% Mondo.
What are you? You just...
He's panicking. He's panicking.
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Mondo knew.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
He's panicking.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
I'm not buying that.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was...
When he saw Chihiro.
is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
How, though?
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
We're on to him.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
This court is finding you guilty.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
No, it's not nonsense. It's something that can be used.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Wow.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
He was acting.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
I did not recognize that either.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
He's fumbling.
I didn't kill anyone!
Really? You show proof.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
All suspicious of each other. And you dug the grave.
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's not.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
I don't know.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Nothing from Yamada.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Relevant or not, give it a shot.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
Broken book. The handbook.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, and it must belong to Chihiro?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Maybe. Wait. Then only the culprit would know who broke the book.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
Yep.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
How'd they break it, though?
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Very high.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
How did it break? That's mine.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
By hitting its weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
You said there is a weak point. You didn't tell us.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
Yes, you're the mastermind. You're the one who put us here.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Not good or not good. If you're saying it's not good, just tell us.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
Yes, we're sure.
Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
There's electronics, heat, everything warps and melts.
I flippin' knew it!
Where did Yamada find it?
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Sauna, heat. Sauna and heat, so that's... so that's where the book is.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Science Monokuma here.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Yeah, okay.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
I know why.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
They figured it out on their own. Then...
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
That I can do.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Okay.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Guessing it was Mondo.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna was... Mondo.
Here's my answer! Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
There's no more. We already gave it out. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I'm sure Mondo's handbook worked during their sauna showdown. Here's how I can prove it. And I will show that Mondo's handbook must actually be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Missed it.
See? Look!
It is that.
Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Here we go again, round 3.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Sure.
No, it's wrong! Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
It was enough to warp it and make it not work.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes? But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
He took it. He didn't loan. Taking and loaning are different.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit, but no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
How's a dead person supposed to give away their item?
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch!
Uh-oh.
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong!
I wish I could say that, but... got it.
Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
I wish we could, but we can't.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Closing arguments. Here we go. Final thought. What do we have? Alright, Act 1, there's Celeste. Cheers one way. Celeste points at it. Right. Chihiro gets in? What does this say? Chihiro walking in, unaware of the dumbbell, blood splatter everywhere. Blood on the poster. Blood object goes down, Chihiro's on the ground. Swapping rooms. Uses that to get into the girls' locker room. I think that he pushed that back in. Let's go over here. Togami has the extension cord. And then Bloodlust. Here. Act 5. Sauna. With him tossing the e-book up there. It's not it yet. I still got a few minutes. Switching rooms now. It would be tearing that down. It would be opening the door? think that is. Wait. 100%. Dumbbells right there. I'm actually gonna move this over here. Picks up Chihiro's back. Let's do it.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
That is right.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Those two are right, good.
Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
That's correct.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
No! I didn't lay it out. Dang it, I thought it was. Gotta rearrange it. Wait. Let's try it.
The killer is you! Which is why the killer hurt. Then, removing the bloody poster.
It is that.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
And bloodlust on her.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
We got him.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence?
He's in disbelief. Sorry,
You
Taka.
need evidence! You need proof!
I'm sorry.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
We had the proof. We showed you the proof. And now you want more? Evidence that Mondo is the killer. That's already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything becomes clear. Absolutely. We're in bullet time battles. We've got one more item before we start this bullet time battle. So, this item is called Fever Time. So this puts the tempo up to its max, but it will decrease our focus gauge by a lot. And the opponent has another item. It's called the Negative Time. So they will block or cover our tempo marker so we won't be able to see. Let's hope and pray we can win. Let's do this, Soundwave. Bullet time battle. With Taka?
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence!
Final strike, here we go.
Show me some evidence!
This should prove it. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Why not? Why not, Mondo? Why not? Why not? Why? Oh, crap, controller.
Huh?
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
This controller.
I did it. I killed him.
He admits it. Mondo was the killer.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Sorry.
Roger that!
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Hi. So, we found the killer, and now it's time to reveal the secrets. Chihiro Fujisaki was a guy dressed as a girl because he was very weak, and he was bullied for that. So he was cross-dressing as a girl. But Mondo, he killed his own brother out of jealousy. He felt guilty, he felt weak, he wanted to be him, but he didn't want to reveal the truth because it was an accident and he didn't want the same thing to happen to him. He felt like a failure. So yeah, Mondo killed his own brother, Daya Awada. Game over. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Nice bike. Mondo's tied. Monokuma has Mondo's hair. Are you kidding? They're gonna puke him to death. The cage of death. Springed up. Electrifying, and he's dizzy. Whoa, flashlight. Where is he? He's not on the bike. Where is Mondo? They made him butter. Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane. You know that. A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response. Except that
however,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room. When I stumbled upon him, I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying that you knew who it was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
After hearing about Genocide Jack and Toku, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene. Damn, man. You hadn't figured out who really done it. You've been dead. You would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have realized the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason? Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? Well, you know this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair, is my gift to mankind himself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean.
What the heck? Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to that level of childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you, and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, of which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter pealed across the courtroom, with the curtains closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue. Because the mastermind won't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in the underworld had more of a future than us. All of our courage, effort, and friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Chapter 2. The end. 10 students. To be continued. Alrighty, that's going to wrap up this video. This is going to wrap up the second class trial. Oh my god, what a trial and what a surprising plot twist. I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy, please hit that subscribe button and comment down below what you want me to do more of. I'll do more game series like this. I'll do more murder mystery and all that. But speaking of, thank you everybody for being here. Make sure to follow my Instagram, my Twitch, and my Kick account. Also, I'm starting to do live streams on Kick, so make sure you follow. The links are right here. And yeah, thank you again. I'll see you everybody in the next video. Adios.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Just a mystery person. Nothing. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Nothing from mystery person.